Ready to watch a thrift haul where some of the brands were so nice I found it twice or 3 times or 4 times. So if that's something you want to watch, then please stick around. Oh my god, I'm already sweating. Hi everybody, my name is Catherine. I'm a beauty and reselling enthusiast. If those are things that you like to watch on YouTube, then consider subscribing to my channel. Today's video is going to be a long-awaited thrift haul. I have been accumulating quite a bit of items, and I've been lucky enough to find some really nice brands more than once at the thrift store. Some of them twice, some of them 3, some of them 4 times, and I'm super excited to share with you because these are brands that typically do well for me, or brands that I've been wanting to find in the thrift store and haven't before, so it's all very exciting. So let's just jump into it. I usually start with clothes, but I'm actually going to start with shoes this time. So all of these items come from multiple different sources. So Goodwill's, Plato's Closet, Buffalo Exchange, some other really local thrift stores that are here in Tucson, Arizona, where I live. So, and the nice thing is I've actually drafted up like 80% of them. So I can't quite remember where each item was from because I snipped the little tag off, but I'll do my best to try to remember where things came from. And if you're ever interested in a cross-listing tool that I use to basically save all my drafts, it's Vendu. It's linked down below. It's 100% great to have if you're a reseller like me. So let's jump into the shoes. So this is one brand that I found a few times, which first I'll pause right there. Any guesses onto what some of these brands are? Let me get out of the way if you can like maybe take a guess from there. Make sure you leave your guesses down in the comments below and check back after the video to see if you're right. But the first brand, I will say I have found at least twice in my last few thrifting hauls. This is a pair of Birkenstocks. They're in excellent condition, like never been worn. They're size 36. I can never remember the foot, if it's colored in. I think it's narrow, and if it's not, it's not narrow. Please feel free to correct me in the comments down below if that's incorrect. And I don't know what style this is. This is one that like wraps around the ankle. So if you know the style, let me know down as well. But I love picking up Birkenstocks, especially being from the Southwest. This is literally the only type of shoes that I wear. Like, I have so many different types, not just Birkenstocks, but just kind of this like molded cork sole shoe. I have so many different types. I have my like casual ones, I have my fancy ones, and luckily I've thrifted majority of them, which is super nice. So also a pair of these very tall platform heels from Schutz. That's the brand name if you're not familiar. It is a higher end brand. I bet you anything these retailed maybe close to $200, like the $150 to $200 range. Size 9, some wear on the bottom. Just for giggles, because I typically wear a 9.5, I put these on and immediately like tripped over myself. So long gone are the days of me wearing super high heels. I remember I used to wear super high heels to work, and because the coworker and I kind of would always like see whose shoes were better that day. We always like kind of had this little competition with each other. So I had tons and tons of heels. I did Shoe Mint, if you remember that. I did oh my gosh, I'm so hot. What was the other one? I think it was like a Kim Kardashian shoe thing. Shoe Dazzle, I think she was affiliated with that. I'm not too sure, but did that. So I had tons of heels. I don't have too many anymore. And if you're curious, because I am a makeup lover as well, all of my makeup will be listed up in the corner for you in my July Shop My Stash. The lip is separate. It is Ravi Beauty from Alley Glines in the shade Lily, but I'll have that linked down below as well. She just came out with a new few shades in her, I think it's the Effortless Lips. There's one in Rose. I'm trying to convince myself not to get it, but I don't know if I'm doing too well a job at it. Anyways, moving forward, so we have another pair of really chunky, pretty heels. These are gonna be so perfect for the fall. I can't wait. These are actually from Gianni Beanie. I like picking up Gianni Beanie. I like picking up Sam Edelman, Vince Camuto. I think they're all kind of like in the same realm of styles and price range and stuff like that. I think they have really good quality shoes. So originally these were at Buffalo Exchange, but I picked these up at Plato's for a really good price, and they don't even look to be worn. So trust me, I wish those were my size as well, but they are not. All right, a few more pickups from Plato's. I found these Vionics. I have never seen this style of Vionic before. It almost looks like the Birkenstock mule. It has a name. Is it the Boston Mule? Something like that. I remember I used to have a pair of those in high school, like way before they were cool. They looked kind of weird back in the day, but I loved them, so I guess I was just ahead of my time. But I did find these Vionic shoes. They again are in excellent, probably new without tag, actually probably a little bit with tag condition. They are a size 9.5. Ooh, these are my size. This is the style name is Georgie. I don't always pick up all Vionic because some of them I feel like can look very, what's a nice way of saying old lady? Mature. They look very mature and they're just not my style. Although they probably could garner me some money and stuff like that. I'm like trying to shift things from just reselling things because they could bring in money to reselling things because they bring me happiness. Like I'm excited to list these. I think that's really the only way I'm going to get through all of my death pile that I have, which you can see. All this is unlisted, unhauled inventory. Probably one of the best finds at Plato's that day. If you can take a guess of what this is Freebird. You can tell at the bottom. Pick these up. I love when Plato's Closet has no idea what items are. So like these Vionics, because they are a more mature brand, and Plato's Closet is kind of geared more towards teenagers, young adults, things like that. They have no idea what Vionic is. So I got these at a super great rate. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't mark these up even higher, just seeing that they're like genuine leather, super trendy, stuff like this. But they are a pair of Freebirds. Freebirds, these retail for probably like $250. Has been one of I found it a few times in my reselling career, and they've always sold really well for me, except one pair, which I swear were like a cursed pair because they got returned to me twice, but eventually they sold and I did make some money. So if you ever find Freebird, definitely pick them up if they are at a reasonable price. Even I paid up for Freebird before. I've paid up to like $50 for them, I think at Buffalo Exchange, and they sold for like $250. Like I picked up the really high boots, so definitely check comps if you find them. But back to my other story. So Plato's doesn't always know what items are or what brands are, and so you really have to be kind of like a reseller sleuth going in there, because they'll mark up like Shein and Target and Walmart and stuff like that to $10. But in one of my last hauls, I'll link my playlist up in the corner for you, I picked up a Doan dress for $10. They had no idea what it was, and I sold it for, it was my June reseller recap. I will also link that video up for you, but I can't remember what I sold it for. I think like $150. So great profit on that. Be a sleuth when you're at Plato's. All right, I literally just got back from Plato's. I have a whole big bag of stuff that my mom gave me. Another video I can list up for you is items that I got for free that a lot of them are just not worth for me to resell. So I've been taking them to like Buffalo Exchange, Plato's, all that kind of stuff to kind of gather money to pay for other things that are more curated. So that is what I was doing today, and picked up another pair of Birkenstocks. I think, are these the same size? They might be the same size. The only caveat was these have a little bit of just like, I don't know, wear on them. I'm gonna try to clean them up and make them look good as new, because the bottoms look to be in really, really great condition. So we'll see. But that is my second brand, or the first brand that I found multiples of. There will be more in this video. This fan can only do so much. So again, looking around at Plato's Closet, found Mephisto, which if you're not familiar, I have sold a pair of Mephisto men's loafers before, but these are like a really, really expensive, like Italian? They might be Italian, I don't know. But these are brand new, never worn pair of Mephistos. So these retail for like $250, if not more. So I'm super excited to get these listed, because these are very, very trendy looking, kind of remind me a little bit of like a big buckle Birkenstock. So hopefully they'll sell really well too. All right, and then I did pick up one clothing item. I'm just gonna put it in this portion of the video because I haven't hung it up yet, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep it as a personal item. But this is the brand Outer Known. Haven't ever heard of it before. Did a quick research. I needed to research it because I've never heard of the brand, and I always like to research brands that I don't know. But also because it was 100% organic Pima cotton. So typically the higher quality of the material, the higher quality of the brand, potential resale value is higher. So this shirt, I believe it's a men's shirt, but it was in the women's section. It's just this navy, like basic crew neck shirt with like a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of detail on the sleeve. But if the very quick research I did, it looks to be kind of like almost like a basics type of brand, high quality basics brand is what I kind of quickly sell. So I'm gonna keep it for myself because I love a good oversized tee. So I'm gonna wear that, and then when I'm done with it, guess what? Gonna list it. And what I do for those things, because I've kind of gotten into the habit, and you'll see with some of these items here that I am gonna keep myself, but I actually save a draft on Vendu. So when I decide I'm done with the item, I already know how much I paid for it. I already put in the description of it. I'll just have to update the condition of it, and boom, 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 just take pictures. It's ready to go. I'm working smarter, not harder, because I can't always remember when I thrift things, like how much I paid for them. All right, so the next brand that I found multiples of, and don't call me a liar, but I can't find the other pair. It is somewhere trapped in this room. It was a few items I picked up when I was visiting my family in northern Arizona for 4th of July. We went down to a Goodwill, tiny little thrift store that they have next door, and I found a few items, and one of them being this brand, but I can't find them. But this is Vivia. I can never pronounce this. Vivia. Can't pronounce it. So when you first look at these, you're like, for sure these are like Rothy knockoffs, right? Which they are. They're like a knit knockoff, but these are super expensive too. And the only reason I know that is because I have thrifted a pair before, and obviously I looked them up. I did all the research. These retail for like over $100, and they resell very quickly and for a lot of money. So I definitely picked up a pair of these. Very cute little flat square toe leopard ballet flat, and these are a size 39.5. I will say I did pick up a pair because these were kind of made famous by Selena Gomez. I think she wore a pair out, and then of course they sold out. I did pick up a pair, and they run very small and very narrow, so just be careful of that if you do decide to pick them up, or buying them on secondhand sites like Poshmark and stuff like that. Make sure you just read reviews of sizing, because I find them narrow and small. All right, so another shoe that I found, which I've never found this brand in a shoe before. I found this brand, but never shoes by this brand. This is actually Lafayette 148, so very high-end. Again, kind of like quiet luxury, if you will. Very basic, structured career wear pieces. And so I found these like ballet flats with the kind of elasticated back, and I thought they were so cool just with the color blocking and things like that. So very, very neat. And I do think that these resell in like the $100 range, so super happy about that. And then this brand had never heard before, but I picked them up because they look cool. So they are this kind of like distressed looking platform sneaker, and they are from the brand AS98. And again, very high-end brand. I don't know if these are like kind of like a streetwear type of thing or whatnot, but I picked them up. I did pay up for these, but you know, I think it was worth it for sure. All right, so that was everything for the shoes. Let me clean this up and then we will get to the clothes. All right, so this is gonna be the clothes part of those AS98 Lafayette 148 shoes. So they separated the clothes and the shoes. So these just haven't been hung up yet. And to be honest, this thrift haul was a few weeks ago, so I can't remember what's in it. So this is always a nice little reminder to me. So this is just like a local little thrift store that has such peculiar hours. They're only open like Tuesdays and Thursdays during the summer, and then I think it changes in the winter. I don't know. So it's one of those thrift stores, because I don't have the ability to go to so often because I'm working those days. If I ever have a day off on one of those days, I definitely go and check it out. So first thing we have is, I'm gonna assume, yep, little Lululemon tank top, which this is another one of my brands that I found so many pieces. I'm so excited. They're gonna come up more towards the end right here, but always love a good Lululemon piece. I don't typically pick up the tank tops a lot anymore, just because they usually don't garner a lot of money, but you will see I kind of broke that rule because the price was really right, so made it worth it for me. So we have that. Oh, we have one of my favorite Western wear brands that unfortunately this isn't as Southwestern as I normally like to find them, but still a great brand nonetheless. This is Double D Ranch. This is kind of one of those silky knit tops. Reminds me a lot of like the Santana knit from St. John, kind of like that. Drapes really well, kind of a little bit heavier. This is a size large. Have not found Double D Ranch in a really long time, but if you do find it, it can be a Bolo brand. I've sold a few things from them, a little bit more on the Southwestern side of stuff, kind of gives more of that Southwestern look, but they sell really well. This is another really nice high-end brand. This is Acris Punto, which I don't know if the Acris Punto is the diffusion line or the higher line, or if I'm just totally making that up. But this is a white blouse that kind of has this ruching detail and then more of a jersey knit on the back, and I think it zips up. Let's see what size is this. So this thrift store definitely gears more towards higher end pieces. Like, you are gonna find tons of Eileen Fisher, tons of Cabby. What else do they have? Just more of those types of, like, Bryn Walker, things like that. And I definitely passed on a lot of those pieces just because they were priced up a little bit higher because they knew the brand. But they still, that's the kind of store it is. Just a lot of higher end pieces. As we talk about River Island, which is not high end. This is kind of like a UK based, almost like a Zara, I think, but just in the UK, if I remember correctly. I did study abroad in London one semester, and that's kind of what I remember it being. But just this basic white sleeve top with this kind of accordion pleated detail. I thought that was super cute for fall. Definitely had fall in mind when I was picking up a lot of these pieces, because if you watch any of my reseller recaps, I'll link that playlist up in the corner for you. I always say the average day to sell for me, so listing it to sell date, and it's been right around 60 days. So when I list something now, it's going to be selling in fall. So people are kind of looking for fall pieces at this moment. So I'm trying to pick up more fall pieces. This was kind of an unexpected find at this store. It's from Boys Lie. Again, this is kind of more of a streetwear brand. Streetwear brands are not necessarily my thing, but I do find them very interesting and they can sell really well. I did look this up and it was at the right price. It is missing a drawstring, but this is the graphic on the back. Kind of this faded angel wing saying feelings come, feelings go, something like that. Is that a stain? No, that's part of the graphic. So I kind of pick stuff up like this just to test it out, see if it moves. Who knows? Let's see. Oh, very classy Armani Colazzoni. Definitely Italian, not my thing, but really pretty. Kind of metallic blouse. So pretty. I wish this fit me. It does not, but I wish it did. This I was kind of on the fence about. So this is Kenzo. And why I was on the fence about it is because typically the Kenzo pieces that sell well are going to be more of that streetwear type of print, in my opinion, in my experience of things. So this was definitely a little bit more tamed down for Kenzo. It's just kind of this like eyelet lace crochet blouse. Looks a little bit on the dated side too, but you know what? I picked it up and we're gonna see. Was it, I can't remember. Some of the colors were like 90% off. So I picked up some items to just lower the cost of goods a little bit on the higher price items, like things I knew I still was gonna sell, but maybe I typically wouldn't have picked up at full price. This was an interesting find. Alembica, had never heard of it before. Again, when you see a tag that you've never heard of and it is hard to pronounce and you don't know what's up, to look it up. You never know, because this is a cute little like polka dot blouse with the contrasting prints, but this retails for pretty high dollar. So again, can't remember quite exactly what it was, but I thought this was super cute and it's very oversized. Like I could probably wear it. It says size 4. They might do vanity sizing, I'm not too sure, but something to keep in mind if you see that brand. This was one of the pieces that I picked up because it was like 90% off. This is equipment femme, size extra small. It's cute for sure, but equipment just does not sell like it used to. So this is a kind of a fun summer print, like the neon green. It's just not something I pick up anymore. I am compiling a list of brands that I no longer pick up, and I'm contemplating, now that I speak about it, I'm like contemplating adding that to it, because it just doesn't sell like it used to. It just doesn't. But let me know down below if you'd like to see that video. That I'm going to do it regardless, but it will depend if I do it sooner rather than later. So let me know your thoughts. Saw these pants and just by the feel of it, like I knew they were Lululemon, but it took me forever to find this little guy because he kind of just blended into the print. But these are Lululemon pants and they are size 6. If you check the pockets inside, and this does have a style number. So again, another brand that I found multiple of. Another really nice athleisure brand. This is Born Primitive. I have found a few of these pieces in the past that I didn't pick up because they had some excessive wear, but these are those like, they're not like the buttery ones from Lululemon, but they're like kind of the slick ones, so they don't really get pilling on them or anything like that. So really nice pickup. Size medium. Ooh, something silky. Oh yeah, so this was another nice thing. I don't know if I don't have any experience with this brand. When I was looking at it to pick up and to resell, it wasn't going for as much as I thought it would, but the brand is Amour Vert, and it was new with tags. I'm really surprised that they didn't mark it up more than what they marked it up, because this is the Charlotte long sleeve novelty blouse in black, and it does have a retail value of $190. Just this really pretty kind of Victorian whimsy goth type of blouse. Again, perfect for fall coming up. But I wasn't like super impressed with the resale value. But again, I like to bring in new brands to my closet just to get my own experience with it. Like even though comps basically say, hey, this is gonna sell for a whole bunch of money, I still like to experiment it with myself, get my own opinions on it. What is this? Okay, this is another brand that is new to me. So tons of new to me brands. Maybe that's what I should have titled this video. This is the brand called Rooty. This is a size 2. It's just kind of this like shark bite. That's what this hem is called, or like an asymmetric hem. I call it a shark bite. Little lace silk overlay dress. So I don't know if this is like a swimsuit cover up or something, or if you're supposed to wear a cami underneath. But this is also a really high retail value. And so I picked it up, and I think the resale value was pretty high as well. Looking for a tag. It is all, so it's not silk, it is polyester, but something, it was worth picking up, so I did. This is a cute like little basic dress. This is Pomodoro Palace, which is under the same brand or website as Tuckernuck. So if you're unfamiliar with Tuckernuck, that is definitely a Bolo brand for sure. Everything that I've bought Tuckernuck sells very quickly and for a lot of money. But this is a cute like little t-shirt dress with little ruffle hem on the bottom. This is a size small. I believe this retailed for like over $100, something ridiculously basic like that, and it sells really well. All right, we have a few more pieces that are unhung, right? Is that correct grammar? And then we'll get into the hanging pieces. So this dress, I don't know if you're like me, but when I see people flipping through things and something catches my eye, like I'll be looking at other things, but something will catch my eye, and I'm like checking out, like, are they gonna pick it up? Are they not gonna pick it up? Because I'm immediately gonna go over there and I'm gonna look at it. This was this piece. This beautiful midi length, like eyelet lace dress, so pretty. This is from Mirror of Venus, which I think was sold on Anthropologie, if I'm remembering correctly. Regardless, this still resells really well. It has these like velvet lace or velvet trim on the front. It was priced up kind of high, but you know what? Based off the comps, it seemed worth it to me at the time. Let's see if I can try to find a style tag. So it doesn't have the typical Anthropologie number on it, but I feel like when I did look it up, it was on the Anthropologie website, or at least there was like a stock photo of it that gave me more of the details. But super beautiful dress, size 10 if I didn't say. This piece, I did a little happy dance in my head when I saw this piece, because you kind of look at it and it's just like, okay, it's a bodysuit, you know, it's cute. I initially thought it was kind of like it was from Express or something. But then I took a look. Can we guess what that is? Little A, little Mick, little Alexander McQueen moment. So yes, the brand was blacked out. I don't know if that is intentional. It kind of looks intentional. I don't know. But this is a very cute Alexander McQueen little color block jumpsuit. I did look this up, and this is reselling around $150 to $200. So I did know that it has this little stain right there, but I am going to stain treat it to see if I could get that out. But that is the first time I have found Alexander McQueen, so I did a little happy dance. All right, then we have Tila, which sometimes is sold at Anthropologie if I'm not mistaken, but this is just this basic like boat neck striped long sleeve tee. Kind of figured a nice transition between summer and fall. And then the last piece I found at this thrift store is Hutch. Again, another sometimes Anthropologie piece. Just this cute like little plaid sheath dress, long sleeve sheath dress. What surprised me is this material feels very cheap. Like it just feels really cheap. But what is it made of? So like polyester or something, I don't know. It did not feel super quality. It is polyester and spandex. So it does have the style number right here. So anytime that you're curious of like, don't really know how to describe anything, or if you want to learn more information, plug in the brand and then the style number. Sometimes that helps to pop it up and you can learn more info about it. All right, so that was everything in the bag. Now let's get to the hung up clothing. Alrighty, so starting with Hawthorne or 41 Hawthorne. This was new with tags, Stitch Fix. So although I don't consider Stitch Fix a brand, this is another brand that I found another new with tag Stitch Fix. But this is a plus size, so 2X, really cute like plaid shift dress. A little thing that I remember between shift and sheath is that sheath dresses kind of come in more to your waist, and shift dresses are more straight up and down. So if that helps you kind of describing anything. But cute little shift dress with quarter length sleeves, these front little pockets. Again, another thing perfect for fall. Oh yeah, this was msha.ke. This is their extra large or size 6. If you don't know, msha.ke is a company that you can actually go on and they have like base models of the products, but then you can customize them to how you want it. So originally this dress, it has this like nice sheeny taffeta type of material. This dress was sleeveless maxi, but if you play around with the customizations, it came out to elbow length or quarter length sleeves, and then this was like a midi length or something, or above the knee, I can't quite remember. And it does have a waist tie. So msha.ke can be a little bit interesting finding the information, but they do have a style number on them. So again, that's another thing that you can go in, add the style number, and it kind of will, it should point you in the direction of what the original item looked like. So something to know. Okay, we have another fall leaning piece. Cute little velvet plaid. This is actually black watch plaid, which is, I am a Campbell, and this is one of my Campbell tartan colors. I think this is like our like dress tartan colors. This is Talbot's. This is an 8 petite. I did pick it up, well, because A, it's my colors, and B, it was new with tags, and C, it was really cute, perfect for fall. So I picked it up. The first of many to appear in this haul, all from different stores too. Like I had one store that had a bunch of them, and then all the other stores had like 1 or 2. But the brand is Bowden. So this is actually one of their, they do have a newer tag out. It is more bold, simple type of tag, so be on the lookout for that. But this is a US 16 large, or sorry, long. They also have the UK size on it because Bowden is actually a UK based brand. Look how cute this like neckline is. Again, it's that sheath dress, so again, kind of comes in at the waist, or more of a defined waist. Red ponte knit, very cute. Now this item, I couldn't quite remember if I just got to pick for myself or if there was some resale value involved with it, but the brand is called Serengeti catalog. It is an extra large. I liked it just because it was a button-up shirt dress, and I have been trying to find a button-up shirt dress that fits me, and I just really like kind of that vintage casual style, if you will. So I'm gonna try this on. If not, I will sell it. Tord is another brand that I found multiples of. So this is what the Tord tag looks like. This is size 22. Really pretty, like bridesmaid dress homecoming dress, all the sorts of things. So it kind of has this like sweetheart neckline with kind of this illusion lace lined top, the chiffon bottom with a little bit of tulle in the lining, so it kind of puffs out a little bit. And again, it is plus size. I'm really trying to be conscious of getting a lot of trendy plus size pieces in my closet, and Torrid and Lane Bryant are the ones that I typically find the most of. But I don't always pick up all the pieces because they're old, they are overworn, stuff like that, and just not trendy. So I tried to do my best. So this one was interesting because normally you can find the tag on here and it gives you a cut date. I don't know if there was a mislabel on this, but the cut date is September 2025. So apparently we're in the future with this dress. I know that they come out with their lines like a little bit in advance, but over a year for Torrid, I don't know, we'll see. But you can also look up the item number to get more information about the items from Torrid. Oh, this was another piece for me. If not, I will sell it. Again, this is not a brand that I like to pick up, but I have picked up in the past when it's cheap. I just really liked the style of it. I've been really looking for a dress that kind of has that like square neckline with the puff sleeves. Very like Reformation-esque, alluding to the future. But this is just cider. This is a fast fashion brand that I probably shouldn't promote or pick up or anything like that. But it is new without tags. It's a 1XL, so I'm gonna try to try it on to see if I like it. And if not, I will sell it. They do have one when I was drafting it. They have a really cute like lemon print too. But we'll see how it goes. I guess this is technically another brand or another double that I found. I didn't realize how many doubles I had. I was more thinking of like a few specific brands, but apparently I found a lot of double brands. So we have another Talbots. This is size 10. Really cute little denim. What would I call this? I'd call this a sheath dress. Yeah. Kind of this like interesting seaming and whatnot. I felt like that was kind of trendy. Even though it was an older piece, still kind of reminded me of like Y2K, early 2000s, but still modern at the same time. Like that's what I like, when trends evolve, but we still make them modern. So that kind of is what reminded me of that. We have this very pretty Victoria's Secret little bralette. No, what would you call this? A bustier? Long, I know it's long line. I think that's what they call it. Long line, sweetheart neckline. Again, kind of this illusion lace detail. Very pretty. Size 34B. Oh, okay. So this was another brand. I paid way too much for this, but I couldn't leave it behind. You know, this was before I went on my Shania Twain concert in Vegas back in May, and I was trying to search for something, and I really wanted to thrift my outfit, but couldn't find all the pieces. Anyways, so I was at the Goodwill boutique, and I found this skirt, this suede leather skirt with the fringe, with the like concho type buttons. Man, but it was vintage. It was vintage, so the sizing is like way off on vintage compared to modern. But this is the Tillman. Yeah, Tillman brand, 100% leather. So freaking cute. Like, doesn't even look like it was worn. Like, somebody picked this up for rodeo and it sat in their closet until they donated it. All right, here is another brand that I found multiples of, and this is a good brand to find multiples of. This is Mother Jeans. So if you can see that tag. So this is a pair of black jeans with a frayed hem. What I love about Mother Jeans, are these black or navy? They're black. I always have a hard time. The nice thing about Mother jeans is that they give you all that information up front. So these are the Mother high-waisted looker ankle fray pants. I love when they don't make you work for it. So, did I say what size these are? I think they're 28. Yeah, 28. So I love finding Mother, and I've actually been finding it a little bit more often than I have before. So that is always exciting. I'd love to be able to find more of it. Ooh, these are a pair of pants that I think I'm gonna try on for myself. These are flax. So these are linen pull-on pants, very laggin looky, which if you're not familiar, laggin look I believe translates to layered look, something like that, in German. So Eileen Fisher, Bryn Walker, Flax, a lot of those brands kind of have that like very layered, not formed to your body, kind of oversized look. So I was gonna give these a try. I think they're gonna be way too big for me, but I just kind of been in my comfy pant era recently, so I don't know, we'll see. What are these? These are a pair of Vince jeans. I think these are men's jeans, if I remember correctly. When I drafted them, I could totally be, I think they're men's. So just a pair of black jeans. They are the 29 Mason Relaxed Rule. No, these are actually women's jeans. Again, thank you, Vince, for giving me all of the information right there. But I think they just are more of, did they say high-waisted? No, just, I think these are more of a mid-rise. Another brand that I found another of. I forgot that I had so many brands that I picked up multiples of. Okay, so Hutch again. This tag looks a little bit different, but this is just a cute little open front waterfall little jacket. Probably faux suede, but really stretchy. Let's double check. Shell is polyester and elastane. But I don't really pick up a lot of accessories outside of shoes. But I did find this at Plato's Closet and I thought it was super cute. It is new with tags. Again, I kind of love the Western-esque of it all. This is actually just Aldo. So it is faux leather, all that kind of stuff. But I just thought it was so cute. I'm kind of getting to the point because I have one of the Lululemon cross body bags, and I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm a little bit like sick of it and ready to switch it up. I've literally been using it for like 2 years straight, and so I just figured I'm like, this would be a really nice fall edition. So we'll see. All right, so back to a Lululemon. So I found 2 pairs of these like trousers, this like almost twill like trouser. They're wide leg. So these are obviously the ones in black. They still have their rip tag on them. I think they're both size 12 if I'm not mistaken. These are actually still on the website. These are still on the website. Let me try to find the size dot, because it's no longer a size dot, it's a size square at this point. Where are we? Here we go. So deep embedded into the pocket, it is a size square. These have some really nice stretch to them too. Well, not really nice, but some stretch to it. So I definitely paid up for these. Whenever I go to Plato's, my Plato's will have, like, if you do a buy with them, you get 15% off. So I always try to go in with something to get some money off, especially if things aren't on sale. So I always try to go when they're having a clearance sale. That's where I picked up a lot of this stuff, was like on a 90% clearance sale. But I always kind of thumb through the other things that aren't on sale, and so that's where that 15% off really comes in handy. So here it is in the bone color, which is kind of like a ivory off-white, really smooth, like elastic waistband. It's almost like they're a lined material that they lined it with. Oh, so nice. Okay, here is the Lululemon logo. So again, I really paid up for these, but because they were still on the website, I think they retailed for like 140 bucks. So I'm gonna try to to resell them around the $100 mark. So we'll see. All right, we have a Madewell ribbed little top. Again, I think this is a extra large, so trying to style or trying to fill up my closet with lots of different sizes. This is like an ivory cream color. Madewell is also very nice, and they put all of their style information right here. So this was from summer 21. I might try that on to see if it fits. I think it might be too big, but we shall see. Another brand that I found multiples of, this is Good American. This is a size 16. Really nice little denim shorts with the button fly, kind of that distressing. This is Khloe Kardashian's brand. And again, their style number is in there as well. Here is the second mother piece. I actually think I found 3 mother pairs of jeans, so very cool. I was very much on the fence about these. So here is the tag. All the tags are a little bit different too. They are kind of this like tonal type of color, but they're hard to read. But these are a pair of skinny graphic jeans. These literally have like everything going against them. They're skinny jeans, they're graphic, they're white, but I couldn't leave them behind. I couldn't do it, especially because this was another, Plato's has no idea what mother is. So typically I'll pick up a lot of their, the jeans that I have found are typically from Plato's and they don't know what the brand is. So they usually don't mark them up very high. So these weren't marked up very high. So I just haven't got them. But these are the mother, the looker. So again, kind of the same style as those black ones, but the print is called Just One Bite. So this is supposed to be like the cityscape of New York. Couldn't leave them behind. Would you have left them behind? You let me know. Oh yes, this brand was on clearance at Plato's. Let's see if you can see it. Haglofs, I think it's like a Swedish. It's a women's size medium. It is just kind of this very lightweight like base jacket. This thing retails for like $200. This is apparently a nice like sports brand that I have never heard of before and never found. So when it was on clearance, I was like, oh, that looks interesting. I looked it up and I was like, please get in my cart. So definitely be on the lookout for that brand. If you ever see it, kind of, I don't know. I was gonna say it's like really nondescript, but it kind of is descript. I don't know, that seems like, that's a pretty big tag to notice. So keep your eyes out on that. This I merely got for the style. I had intentions of listing at the beginning of summer and I didn't. But this is just a cute like little knit, like crochet knit top with the ruffle hems. This is Mark New York by Andrew Mark. Nothing special, but it was on clearance. It was a size extra large, so I thought that would have been really cute for summer. I mean, it still could be really cute for summer and fall. I just gotta get it listed. I just haven't been listing new items because I'm currently in my quarterly sale. So if you are curious, definitely check out my Poshmark closet link down below. It has all the description of stuff. These are like rock bottom thrift store prices to clear out a lot of inventory. So what I've been doing is just relisting the old inventory to kind of still stay relevant, stay within the algorithm, but I haven't listed anything new. So that's why I've been waiting on these. All right, the next tee I got is just a graphic tee, Joshua Tree National Park. I just really liked the graphic. I like kind of travel tees, even if I've never been there. I've never been to Joshua Tree, but this is from the National Park Foundation. I just love graphic tees. So that one was for me. Ooh, okay. So then we have this new tag Theory dress. So I was a little bit concerned because the size was cut off of it, but I actually looked at the style tag. So Theory pieces, at least this one did, I don't know if the old ones do, they literally have the style name in the tag, and it had size 10 in parentheses, so I'm assuming it's a size 10. But this is a very kind of gothic, matronly looking dress, but it's this midi dress. It's this matte crepe material with kind of the elastic waist to kind of bring in the waist a little bit. This retailed close to $400, and so hopefully it'll resell for, I don't know, 100. I'll take 50. This is a new to me brand as well. I always stop and look anything that is from Australia. So this is called One Season Australia. It's a size Australian medium, which I think equates to a little bit smaller in US sizing. I can't quite remember. I know I put it in my draft of like what the US equivalent is, but it's this wrap dress, kind of this like high-low wrap dress, really fun little print, kind of like a tropical print, but not overly colorful or anything like that, more of a muted neutral tropical print. So this retails close to like the $150 mark, if I remember correctly. It was definitely expensive. All right, this is the start of a Goodwill up in Phoenix when I was with my mom. I'm getting her into thrifting. I think she kind of likes it. All right, so this is just a cropped tank. This is from Beyond Yoga. That is what that logo is like, except the logo is kind of peeling off a little bit. I did make mention of that in my listing, but this is what the brand looks like. So Beyond Yoga, size extra small, little cropped tank with a built-in bra. Those are kind of my favorite tanks, the ones with the built-in bra, the longer type of tank. All right, we found some Patagucci. I wish I found another one of these, but I did not. So this is Patagonia, really pretty kind of summer dress. So I should get this listed very soon. That is the Patagonia label. This feels brand new, but when you look at the tag, this is from like summer 2013. This is on their website. So Patagonia has their own resale website. I've never done it before, but I think you can like send in Patagonia and probably get credits or something. So this is how I found the information, was they were selling one just like this, but this is like brand spanking new. As I say that, I feel like I see a little stain. Okay, we'll get that. Just a little stain. The texture of it feels brand new. All right, so here we get into some more Bowden pieces. This dress is gorgeous. The epitome of just like 50s, 60s fashion, kind of this rolled boat neck, quarter sleeves, ribbed sheath pencil dress. So pretty. The exposed zipper, and I love how they added the detail to like be able to zip it up yourself, the little tassels. So again, still not the newest tag, but still pretty good. So Bowden, this is a size US 8 regular. And I bet you anything, depending on the size. No, never mind. I was gonna say, I bet you anything the person who donated this also donated this, because it's like literally in the same fashion. Like literally the same fashion. Sheath pencil dress, kind of rolled boat neck, quarter sleeves. This one has a little bit more detail on the sleeves, but this is from Black Halo. So Black Halo is also a very expensive brand. This is new with tags, size 2. Very, very professional, retro looking piece. All right, another brand that I found multiples of. I just have been really loving Ann Taylor lately. So this is Ann Taylor. It also is new with tags, size 12. Perfect for fall. This faux leather midi skirt, A-line midi skirt with a waist tie. Very pretty. We have more Bowden. So pull-on skirt, little pencil skirt. That's what the print looks like. That's what the tag looks like. This is a size US 16, 18 long. Very cute. And then practically it's not the same skirt style, but like practically it is. There's a few differences to it, but another pull-on pencil skirt in a very vibrant print. And this one is 16 large. That makes me think, or not 16 large, 16 long. So that makes me think that it was donated by the same person. And there's going to be more bone coming up that is in the same size. So I think somebody was just kind of clearing out their bone. And I came across tons of bone pieces to the point where I even like left some because they weren't in the best condition. So I just kind of picked up the better ones, or the ones that I thought was super cute. So this is again Bowden 12 long. This is just a t-shirt dress with a really cute little gold foil pineapple. This is Lane Bryant, kind of this lace printed, so it's not textured, but it's like the print of lace on it. It's kind of high-low sleeveless blouse, size 20. Again, really trying to stock up on very pretty pieces and plus size. Another Bowden. This is just another like little shirt sheath dress with a defined waist. This is 16 long, has pockets. This I thought was interesting. So I kind of looked at it and I was like, oh, this looks like Shein or Cupshe or something. It's this like little gingham one piece with the puff sleeves and the little daisy print on it. And then I looked further into it because I was like, oh, it's still really cute. So let me see what it is. And then I looked at the tag. It is from Marina West, so it's a size large. And doing research, I think they're kind of like a higher end wholesale brand or something. So the retail price of this is like $119. It is missing, there was like a waist tie attached, or not attached clearly, but there was a matching waist tie to this, which it did not come with this, but I mean, it's gonna function just fine without it. But a high-end brand, swimsuit brand that I had no idea. So I'm gonna try to get that listed as soon as possible. All right, so more kind of streetwear pieces, if you will. This is the brand Civil Regime. It's a double XL, and I wasn't really sure what to make of it. So this is like a tunic mini dress length sweatshirt, and it has these, again, kind of that shark bite hem with the zippers, exposed zippers, like going even further. These are functional zippers, so if you wanted to vent it up, you could. And then it has this graphic on the back. I think it's women's because of the length. The pricing was all over the place. I only found a few of this exact style that were going for like $160 or $190, but I believe that's over retail value. So I don't know if these are like, this is super sought after. I don't know, I have to do some more research, but I was just interested. I'm like, this is interesting. Again, sometimes this is interesting pieces, you just gotta go with. You just gotta go with them and see. All right, another piece that I need to get listed super fast. This is La Blanca. This is a nice swimsuit brand. This is actually a cover up. So this is more of that colorful tropical style with the little ruching and fringy things on the side. This was a new to me brand as well. One that I almost passed up, but I was like, you know what? Let me look at it. This is Babala, size medium. It is this really pretty maxi floral dress with kind of this like, I don't know, frill, ruffle thing. This actually is a very, I'm not gonna say it's a very high-end brand, but it kind of reminds me of the price range of like Christy Dawn and Doen. But this is more of, I don't think it's just as sustainable as either of those two, but this is kind of like a mommy and me type of brand. So, you know, they'll have the same print in little girls' clothes to match mommy, things like that. But I thought this was really pretty and it retailed for a lot, and I think it's reselling for a lot as well. Here's another return of Ann Taylor, size 10. Again, I'm thinking fall. I have fall in the brain. I love plaid for fall and winter. And this is such a nice transition piece because of the sheer sleeves and whatnot. So it's like partially lined, it's midi length. It has these like accordion pleats. So pretty. I wish that fit me. Back to Bowden. So here we have this Bowden tag. This is a size 16 regular. It is this jersey knit jumpsuit with the attached waistband and short sleeves. More Torrid. So I was a little bit conflicted on picking this up because I wasn't sure if I'm like, God, is this kind of dated? I don't know. But I also realized that like kind of the whimsy gothic style sells really well in my closet, especially when there's plus size. So this is Torrid size 3, which equates to a 3X or 2022 or 22-24, something like that. But this is a really pretty kind of gothic style dress, little mini dress with the lace overlay, kind of the asymmetrical sleeves right there. So I figured somebody would love this. Here's our second, I think, final Stitch Fix piece. So this is the brand Modern Citizen. Is that what it says? Yeah, Modern Citizen size 1X. Does have the tag on it. This is the Faye organic cotton tie front midi dress. I'm gonna try this on myself to see if it works. I'm trying to find my style. And I realized that I love just comfy clothes, but I want something with like a little bit extra, you know, a little extra something. So I figured that with like the little front waist tie, that might be something, but if not, I will definitely sell it. All right, more Ann Taylor, more plaid Ann Taylor. This is size 6. This is kind of that herringbone plaid print shift dress. Yeah, shift dress. Cute little buttons on the sleeve. Oh, so darling. Like matching this with like a blazer and high like riding boots or something like that. Knee-high riding boots. Oh, I think they'd be so cute. This might be the last of the Bowden. I told you I found a lot of Bowden, and last one is new with tags. So this is Bowden size 14 regular. So we do have the tags on it. This is another jumpsuit, kind of this like teal print jumpsuit, again kind of with this like rolled boat neck tie on it. Very wide palazzo type legging. I have to say, I personally am not a fan of jumpsuits. I'm very conscious of the bathroom situation, and I don't feel like I want to have to bring somebody to the bathroom with me to undress me and dress me. But you let me know, are you a fan of jumpsuits or not? All right, moving on. We got some Abercrombie & Fitch. These are the AF Vintage Stretch 90s straight jeans. They are 28 by 28, so I believe these are men's jeans, if I'm not mistaken, although they look very similar to women's jeans, but from the research I did, this style comes in men's. Now this is Spanx Tee 1X. This is something I'm going to keep for myself. They call this the perfect length tee, or the PLT. So it is like meant to go over their leggings. So it's long enough, almost like tunic style in a sense. It does have the side vents right here, but I'm going to try that one on myself to see if I like it, because I like black. Okay, so then we have Frame. Typically when we think of Frame, I think of denim, but they do have other clothing there. So this is a lace overlay little mini dress with a cute like little eyelet, what do they call this, eyelash lace on the bottom where it has the little fringes on it. Okay, so here, ooh, don't fall over. Here is a brand that I found, not one, not two, 3 times. I had to double check, and I found them in all different places. So this was not the first one I found, but I did find 2 on the same day. So this was the second one that same day. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. All right, run away. And this is Reformation. I have not found a Reformation dress in the wild before. Like, I've sourced it from ThredUp, things like that. I've purchased some off of Poshmark for myself that didn't work, and so I sold them, but I've never found it Reformation dress at a thrift store. So I wouldn't necessarily call Buffalo Exchange a thrift store, but I did find it there, so I did pay up for it a lot of it. But Reformation does sell really well. I think this is called the lacy midi dress. They call this a portrait neckline. I had no idea. So kind of that like sweetheart with the added, so kind of looks like a portrait. The elasticated like smocked puff sleeves. It is unlined. I don't like Reformation to me doesn't feel very high quality. Maybe I'm the only one that thinks that, but it doesn't seem high quality to me because it's not lined or anything, but to each their own. Really high slit on the back. This is a size 2, so the size is on the content tag, which in my experience with Reformation trying it on myself runs small, so again, just be cautious of that. So found that, and then the second item I found at Buffalo Exchange, because again, I took a lot of those items that I was talking about earlier, got some credit, so technically I didn't really spend any money, it's just kind of a trade out. But then I found this really pretty purple floral dress from a brand I never heard of before. If I can find it. Elliot, something like that, size medium. This is called a Victorian dress, so it's a maxi dress, kind of partially lined. Okay, so those were the only 2 things I picked up at Buffalo Exchange. I think I came home, I don't know if this is on the same day or whatnot, but I was looking at ThredUp. I had some credits that were expiring, like some money that was expiring. Does your money expire on ThredUp? I have lots of thoughts about ThredUp that I do think I'm gonna purchase another. So I have some more credits coming in, and I'm gonna use that to purchase a 50-pound mystery box, but I have thoughts on ThredUp. Anyways, I had some credit that was expiring, and they were doing a sale, so it was like the 4th of July sale or whatever it was. It was a sale. So I went on and I found another Reformation dress. They were saying this one was as is, but it's new with tags, and I couldn't find like any flaws on it. So this is a size 12, and I believe this is called the Rainy dress. And it's kind of, you know, the one shoulder wrap dress, really pretty. So, and it was new with tags, and it was a great deal, so I picked it up. So that was the second Reformation piece, and we have one more coming up at the end. All right, you can see where I stopped drafting because my receipts are still there. So this piece I'd actually been eyeing for quite some time at Plato's Closet, but it was just too expensive, full price, but it eventually went on their 90% clearance sale. It is this beautiful sequin pencil dress from the brand Court and Row, and I think this is an in-house Nordstrom brand or Nordstrom Rack brand. Obviously it's new with tag. It retailed for $129. This is the Belle Noel Silver Heather skirt. It does have some like little imperfections there. I think that's like when they were hanging it up and clipped it and stuff like that, but I figured this was perfect for holiday season, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that kind of stuff. All right, and then here we have another pair of Good Americans, or second find of Good Americans. These are size 4, which does that equate to a 4X? I don't know. They also have some vanity sizing. This is just a pair of like crepey pants, but they're partially lined, so like the little shorts lining ends there, and then they are sheer all the way down. I don't know. I don't know if these are like regular pants or if they swimsuit cover up. I think they're regular pants. Anyways, size 4, and they were on 90% clearance, so heck yeah, I'll pick it up. Now here are a few pieces that were not on clearance, but another example that Plato's has no idea what some brands are, so it's still worth checking out. So this is 5-7, which is 5 to 7 in French. This is a size extra small, and this is a like crushed velvet jacket, a very Victorian type of look with the like little flare sleeves, bell sleeves. What do you call these like little flares? I forget. Kind of cropped jacket. So Plato's had no idea what it was, so they priced it low. It was full price, but because I sold some stuff with it, I got that 15% off. Another example of they had no idea what it was. So this is Bordeaux. This is a cute little like off the shoulder mini shift dress with a huge like bow detail. This is what the brand looks like. It is a size US 8 or medium. This still retails on their site for over $100, maybe closer to $150. So I picked that up. Again, thought that'd be really cute for fall. And then a few more clearance and non-clearance pieces. First one being a pair of Skims. Right there. I've actually sold this exact pair before, when it was tags in a smaller size. They had it priced for $60 and 90% off. So, oh, these are new with tags too. Yay, that's always exciting. These are an extra large. I might keep these. Maybe. I'll try them on and see. I usually like my sweatpants like super duper oversized, so I don't know, because I'm usually an extra large, so I don't know if an extra large would fit, but we'll see. All right, third final pair of mother jeans. Very kind of 80s, 90s retro looking jean. Here is the brand tag. So this is actually the higher line in mother jeans. This is Mother Superior. And so kind of have like a really interesting vintage yoke to them. And again, they had no idea what they were, so they did not price them very high whatsoever. Going into my very last little bit of a Plato's haul. Again, we have multiple Plato's in our town, so I try to hit up all the Plato's to resell stuff, and I typically always find things to sell. So they were also having their clearance sale. So this is a really pretty, it's got some hair in it, really pretty maxi dress from Free People. So that's what it looks like with a huge like cutout back. Let's see, Free People tag is right there, size small. Yes. So then this was actually the first Reformation piece that I found for that day. Really pretty like linen like button-up dress, the sweetheart neckline. The buttons, apparently the buttons are not functional, FYI. So this is what the Reformation, they all have somewhat different tags. Reformation, I forget what they call this dress. All the dresses have a specific name. If you can figure out what the name is, I would say you would fare better, because some people who are specifically looking for Reformation know them as the name. So like how one of them was the lacy dress, one of them was the rainy dress. I just forget what that one was called. All right, so now we go into the plethora of Lululemon tanks that I had promised you earlier. These were all on clearance, and just like the Bowden pieces in the past, I even skipped on some of the tanks because they just weren't in perfect condition, so I left them there. But we have this one, kind of a fun print. I won't show you all the Lululemon tags, but trust me, they're all Lululemon. And then we have this one with the bra attached with kind of the navy and white tank. And then for sizing, if you weren't aware, usually it's found in the bra. So size 6. And you can tell I was running out of space and hangers. So we have this tank. These are all like different style tanks too, which kind of sucks because that means I got to do a lot of research. This one's cute with like the little frillies, very girly type of look. We have this pink one, kind of more of a looser fit. I think I have this one personally, or at least I did. And then this is the cool racerback, very popular one that has lots of different prints. This one's polka dot. And then this one, you know, I was done looking at the sale items, and so I, you know, my buy wasn't done, so I always peruse around the other areas. So I was just kind of looking through, and I stumbled across this, and I was like, oh, it's kind of interesting, you know. It was $5, and I was like, all right, well, I'm like, this feels nice, you know, it feels quality. And here you go, teeny tiny little Lululemon tag that they missed. So again, they're not perfect people, they miss a lot of stuff, so don't be afraid to go into Plato's Closet, and because they're gonna miss lots of things. So there's still plenty of things to find there. So there was that Lululemon piece, and then we have, ooh, I guess our second Free People item. I can't quite remember. This was on clearance. Just this cute like little peplum long sleeve thermal tee. I thought would be really cute for fall. So we have the free tag, which is Free People. It's a size, I think it's a size extra small. Yeah, extra small. Really cute. And then our very last piece, I kind of like wasn't sure about, but it was on clearance, so I picked it up. This is NBD and the Naven twins. I don't know who the Naven twins are, but I looked this up and it can go for some money. It's a cute like little skater dress with the exposed zipper in the back and a very light blue print. And that is that. So lots of brands that I found, multiples of. Let me know down below, did you pick, what were the brands? Obviously Lululemon, Bowden, Reformation, Mother, Ann Taylor. What else? Torrid. I'm sure there were some other things in there too, but let me know down below, did you guess correctly? And let me know too, do you like these longer type of thrift hauls? Because I don't know, I'm trying to figure out the perfect kind of spot or perfect kind of length for thrift hauls. I personally love longer thrift hauls because I will do a lot of listing and stuff. Like I just kind of listen along and we'll look over every so often when they show a tag, if it's a brand I've never heard of before, and just kind of learn some new things along the way. So I like long thrift hauls, but you let me know, what is your perfect length of a thrift haul? Do you like shorter? Do you like longer? Let me know. But with that, thank you so much for watching and taking the time to engage with my channel. Again, subscribe if you love everything beauty and reselling. I'd love to have you here. Make sure you leave a like on the way out, comment something, do all the wonderful YouTube engagements. We are growing very organically here, slowly but surely, and I would love to be able to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't know if it's possible, but we're gonna try. We are going to try. And with that, I will see you in my next video. Bye.